Okay, lesson 1, I want to dig into the Phrygian scale a little bit, the Phrygian mode, and I also want to compare it again back to the Aeolian, the natural minor, and the Dorian, because these three patterns are very similar to each other, and I want to show you how and why they might be interchangeable or mixed up, or how you can determine, especially if you're learning a song, which one of the three is the one I'm looking for. Okay? Now, I want to start with this. I'm going to start with, again, 5th fret, A, thinking about A minor, okay? A natural minor, okay? I've got my A natural minor scale, okay? Right there at that same location, I've got my A Dorian scale, as we talked about a week or two ago, okay? At that same location, I can think of A Phrygian. It's got that flat second in it, okay? Okay, so I want to talk to you about the difference between these three. I'm assuming that you already know these three patterns, and again, they are each one, or to combined, 3 out of the 7 diatonic scale patterns that you should know and that cover the entire fretboard, and each one of those 7 can be played as a Phrygian scale, or as a Dorian scale, or as an Aeolian scale. Most people learn to play them all as an Aeolian, a natural minor. You learn to play minor scales and fly up and down the fretboard through all the patterns, and you can do the same with Phrygian if you just land on the right notes and you focus on the right notes, all right? But I'm going to use these 3 patterns as the examples that we use for each mode because they make a lot of sense. All right, let's talk about if you're learning a song and you're trying to figure out which scale is the right scale for that song, okay? Let's say that you know it's in A, and you know it's a minor song because it's got that flat third in it, okay? So let's say it's got a riff in it. Let's say the riff in the song is something like this. So here I'm taking the easy way out. I'm just doing a pentatonic and A minor pentatonic, okay? Let's say that there's a point in that song where all of a sudden it plays the 6th. And there it is, F, the flat 6th, the minor 6th. We have just eliminated Dorian as a possibility for this song, okay? Because Dorian requires that raised 6th, right? Okay, so now we know this song's got these notes in it. We've still got 2 possible scale patterns that might fit because they both start out with that A and that C, that kind of minor sound. We could use our A natural minor. The A Phrygian would still fit here. Okay? A natural minor, A Phrygian with that flat second. Since we haven't played either a flat or a regular second, we don't know which one it is. And at that point, with that said, we don't know whether we're playing Phrygian or natural minor. Of course, chances are it's natural minor. It's a far more common scale pattern. But if you're into certain styles of music, world beat music, metal, a lot of times people like to use Phrygian. So if you're playing a pattern and you've got all these notes, and all of a sudden the player goes and plays that flat second, bang, you know this is Phrygian. Okay? That is the way you can kind of take patterns and narrow your choices down by the riff that's being played. And once you know that that particular song is in Phrygian, hey, now you know where to position your scale patterns, you know which mode you're using, you should even be able to figure out the chord progression from that. You know in a Phrygian chord progression you're going to have that flat second. This is a favorite of a lot of metal bands. Metallica does this kind of thing all the time. Alright? So, that Phrygian scale, especially again if you're into metal, it's very important, alright? So, we've got those 3 patterns that are so close to each other, Phrygian, Dorian, natural minor, and you want to be able to figure out which is which in the song you're trying to work on, okay?